They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Now let's go. Blue, line it. Blue.
Now Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And give him a full 10 yards there. Second and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, you got three. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They come up in an offset eye.
Watch him now, Barney.
Third and goal. They're going with Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for the Titans. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Mariota. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Daquan Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Set. 3-19.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. And got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mayfield now from the 50. He dumps it off to Dre. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when
one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Finding some room at midfield. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 63 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff comes to Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Second down, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the interception here, Mariota got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Rashard Matthews here on the catch. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Now Lewis. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go.
On third down, Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Succop will put this one right through, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Lucky 56.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, now, look at 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green,
from the gun, Mayfield. He goes underneath the Drake. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10. They begin with Henry. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out. Take our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. Negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mayfield looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. on to it. He did on the dive. Nice grab. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. This quarterback now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set. Blue 90.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have moved out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mariota on first down. He dumps it off for Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mariota hands to Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Mariota being chased out left. Left side, caught by Matthews. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mariota. That's complete right around the 8th. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19!
Mayfield now. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He dumps it off to Drake. Flexing his muscle at the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
play fake. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Muscling free. Derrick Henry all alone. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. Give him 69 yards on the ground. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Darius Felton from 4 yards out. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now here's Succop out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Lucky 56. Gone.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. 56. Gone, 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 gone.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But it's football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
On the counter, it's Henry. Oh, what a move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. We got three, brother. We got three.
get it. He's been busy today. Room to run past midfield. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a big run there by Henry. 43 yards on the ground. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Again to Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. They go down to a knee, and that